Welcome to Lunch Break Tarot. I'm Jolene. This is a tarot reading. My camera's a little crooked. One second. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of back to having my where you can see my table. I think that's good. So yeah, I guess gonna do a tarot reading. Sorry, I missed a couple. I didn't have power for a bit, and now I don't have internet, so I have to still wait for that to come up before I can even upload these. But here I am doing it anyway. So I hope you're well. Yeah. So it is Sunday night. We've got a week coming up. I have been through it. So I'm having a latte at night, which you know I'm going through it when I've got that. Wow, I just saw the most beautiful hawk. So if hawks are significant to you, there's probably a message in this you're supposed to hear, big or small. All right, we've got the Two of Cups, which is two people connecting, coming together. And then, yeah, the Lion is putting their egos aside for the sake of connection. But I will clarify and get more out of them. All right. What else do we have for the week coming up? Do you have big plans for the 4th of July, Americans? Astrologically, there's supposed to be some kind of shocking disruptions for the US, and I don't know, there probably will be something on a personal level too. Nothing to like worry about, but obviously, because what's that going to do? Anyway, we've got the Ten of Swords, which is a painful ending. I can say that's how my day was. Pretty rough, peak roughness, but we live to tell the tale. All right, what else do we have? Again, I'll clarify too, so see what's going on. I have tentative plans for the 4th. We shall see. Okay, we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is reciprocity. That's really nice after this really painful ending. So we have two people coming together, putting their egos aside and connecting. And then we have a very painful ending. And then we have the scales are being balanced by reciprocity somehow. So we'll see. Maybe it ended because one person wants more than the other person, and the person who doesn't want as much is about to offer more. Or maybe it's breadcrumbs. Who knows? Looking like breadcrumbs in this picture, but we'll see. All right, what else do we have? I'm telling you, when I'm going through a hard time, the tarot readers that I watch are truly a godsend. So I'm really grateful I have some good ones, and that is a big reason why I'm here, because I want to do the same for other people. Okay, we're going to go with that one. We have the Hanged Man. So this is pausing and reflecting after the new revelations that were recently revealed. Okay. All right. Yeah, this one wants to come out too, which is conflict. So I'll just go ahead and put that in the main running. All right. Take another drink. Sorry. I could really use some dopamine right now. So yeah, I think I've talked through these ones. So I am just gonna go ahead and clarify Two of Cups. We got a pile. So we have Eight of Pentacles, Mastery. So okay, a lot of people see this as having to do with work, but this is clarifying the Two of Cups, which is a connection. So this is mastering a connection. There is going to be success related to that. That's amazing. Yeah. And so we have Page of Swords. So learning lessons, learning whatever you are here to learn about this connection, you are learning it and you are passing the test. Six of Wands. So yeah, you're going to come out on the other side of this smelling like a rose and looking like a rose and being recognized, whether that's being recognized by others or just by your spirit guides, your soul, like your blueprint for your life. Yeah, so let's go ahead, clarify the Ten of Swords. The sun is in Cancer now, by the way, today, and Jupiter is about to leave it. So, okay, so Ten of Swords, we've got Two of Pentacles. So, like, racking your brain, trying to make a decision, figure something out. Page of Wands, someone delivering a message of good news. And then we've got Four of Pentacles, which is holding on too tightly, which is probably why this ending is as painful as it is. And that might also have something to do with the lessons you're learning. Okay, clarify the Six of Pentacles. Clarify Six of Pentacles. We've got King of Swords. So someone is going to be revealing their truth, finally. You've probably been asking for it. And that will help you with this decision that you've been struggling to make. So this, this Page of Wands is delivering good news, but that's clarifying the painful ending. Yeah, it looks like someone is trying to meet you, but they're like coming up short. They're coming up short. They're not meeting you halfway or meeting you where you're at. And maybe you're pressuring them, or even if you can't help it, like you wish you could help it, but you're holding on so tightly and they're coming up short. And then with reciprocity, it looks like at the very least, even though they can't meet you, they're at least going to reveal something to you, maybe that they had kept close to their chest before. And that's going to be their way of giving back, because in order for you to keep this connection intact, you have pulled out all the stops, and swords are truth too. So you've probably texted, emailed, written letters. You've definitely done your part to communicate with them and make them see your point of view. Also, you could flip this. So somebody else could be doing all this to you. There's a lot of people watching this, so it can flip it however you need. Anyway, so now someone else, it's either you are finally sharing everything with them if they were the ones doing it before, or just for the sake of keeping this in first person, they are revealing their truth to you, and that feels like reciprocity. So whatever you have put into this, you are going to get back in terms of truth or information. Doesn't mean you're going to get the answers you want. Well, I'll keep pulling cards, but you've reached the end of what you're able to solve by yourself without more thinking, and you really would like someone else to do the thinking for you, give you a break, not to make your decisions for you, but to just offer up something new, a different perspective. Yeah, the Hanged Man. That's amazing. Okay, so clarify the Hanged Man. We've got the Hierophant, which is commitment. So this connection, which is the theme of the reading, and a painful ending. The Hanged Man is so they are either thinking about this really hard, a commitment, if they're the ones that weren't able to meet you halfway, or you are thinking about what commitment really means, whether you had what you thought you had all along. Yeah, just the Hanged Man, it's a pause and reflecting. And so there's just a lot being thought about related to um, a commitment, like a something sanctioned by the church, or that's why it's like a commitment card, but it's also a blessing, like like the Pope giving a blessing, but yeah, this is just some type of, it's being knighted, stuff like that. That's the Hierophant, but yeah, in this case, it's commitment, what we mean to each other, making our friends, our family through like marriage, stuff like that. I'm just talking around it, but all right. And then clarify the Five of Wands, which is internal conflict. Could be conflict with this person too, like sparring, not being able to reach a solution. Clarify Five of Wands. Wow. Okay, this is speaking to how much you are communicating and trying to reach a resolution. Like exhausted by talking, having so much patience to bring both sides together and not feeling like you're getting anywhere. Clarify the Five of Wands. Okay. Okay. So this is someone from the past and coming together to celebrate something. So it looks like there will be takes a while and you have to have patience for it, but it looks like um, you and this person from the past that you have a connection with, that you want to come together and have a connection with. You are going to celebrate something soon, like reaching an agreement. You're going to reach an agreement soon. We don't know what the agreement is, but obviously you were at an impasse and both of you end up feeling like it gets resolved, but we don't know what the resolution is yet. Okay. I'll ask. We'll see if we can get an answer. So, can we know what the resolution will be? I'm gonna suspense, drink more coffee. I don't want this to get cold. It's like 6 p.m. I was making a latte earlier this morning when my power went out. I had clothes in the washer. I think my washing machine might be broken now because I didn't know how to get it to start again when the power came back on. So I just started it fresh as if it was a brand new load, and then I think it put too much water in there, and then it was too heavy for the motor, so now the motor sounds wonky. I finally figured out to just do rinse only, or not rinse only, spin only, and then it drained all the water out, and then I ran it again and the motor still sounds weird. Anyway, just a unfun fact there. Okay. Okay, can we know what the solution is? Or what the solution, what we're happy about reaching a solution on? Can we know what gets decided? Both people are thinking about commitment with that Hanged Man. I saw Ace of Pentacles, but it didn't come out, so I won't take that. Oh my. Okay. So we've got interesting. Okay. You can flip this, but I'm just going to read it as if you are the Empress, because that's what I'm connecting with the most. But flip it if you're the Playboy. So basically, you're an Empress. That means you know your value, you know what you need and want and deserve, and you have a vision for your life, and you're very attached to this person because they are from the past. They do not share your vision. I wonder if that's what it is. Okay, so I don't know if this might happen. You, as the Empress, might come together with this person who is a lone wolf, a rogue. He's rogue. You and this rogue might agree to come together for long-term stability. And that might make you happy because it might help your attachment system. Also, there's a bunch of stuff in the astrology, like where whatever you are end up celebrating soon, you're probably going to change your mind on later. But yeah, over the summer. But according to these cards, this Playboy and this Empress looks like they agree to the commitment. And that's what they are celebrating. I mean, you're an Empress, so you can get what you want, and you know you've earned your boon. If you know that reference, and I don't mean literally, but you've evolved enough in consciousness to where you can manifest what you want, but you might be getting something that a previous version of you wanted. And in order to avoid this painful ending, you might end up choosing it. I don't know. I don't know if you really want it, but it looks like you might have the opportunity to choose it if you choose to do so. So I guess that was your reading. If something I said resonated, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to make more right now just so I can make up for the days I missed. But all right, I hope you like this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.